Good morning, peace and blessings. I'm Jovhannah, the Spiritual Love Healer, and this is your weekly Spiritual Love Forecast, which is a love reading for the collective. So normally I do these on Fridays, but Friday I was tired. But this morning I felt really called to just go ahead and do the reading. So I've got a couple of decks here with me, and I'm going to start out with an oracle card just to tune into the frequency of what I like to call spiritual love. Okay, 1 second, because I dropped a card. So right now, the card that came up here was Solitude. So this is probably for someone who is single, or maybe if you are feeling lonely. But with the way this card looks, I feel like there's someone watching you. So if you're single, you may have a secret admirer who is watching you, not too far away, so they may be approaching you soon. But right now, I feel like this is for individuals who are single. Okay, so with the additional cards that came up, the past we had storm warning. This is the card of like trauma, of toxicity, of just absolute chaos, madness, and destruction. So you're probably single right now because you were getting out of an unhealthy relationship. With the storm warning and attachment here, this could have been like a karmic connection or just an unhealthy partnership that was not serving you, with someone that was either you couldn't be your true self or they were hiding who they were, and there was just a lot of negative energy surrounding the relationship and yourself at this time. So being in solitude is giving you the time to kind of reconnect to yourself. Being in those relationships, it's often where you lose aspects of yourself, so you kind of have to like relearn who you are, remember who you are, and come back to center, come back to wholeness. So what I'm seeing here, we've got blossoming abundance. So this is what you are going into. You're shedding the energies of that past relationship. So now it is ideal to be single, but you will be stepping into blossoming abundance, which means that love will be coming your way. More positive, beneficial energies will be uplifting you and supporting you. So you're moving out of the chaos and you are stepping into what I like to call abundantly ever after, which is where the good stuff is. So right now you have been going through a transition, but I would caution you, a lot of times people think that they have to be alone because like they're healing or they're trying to get over something. And there are times when that is true. However, some of the healing from toxic or negative things that happen in relationships is going to take place in connection or in relationship with other beings. So for instance, it doesn't even have to be, a romantic thing. But let's say if you have a sisterhood wound, you're not necessarily going to learn to fully heal it unless you are back in connection with friends, unless you allow yourself to be vulnerable and enter into friendships. So just be mindful of that. If you find yourself kind of pigeonholing yourself, feeling like you cannot connect with people. Yep, so we have the healing card. So yeah, this is a time for healing. So I do see that there, but there is someone who's coming towards you, and you see how you've done the healing work that you can do on your own. You're gonna find the rest of the healing is gonna come in connection with people in a relationship, right? It's hard to learn how to trust in a relationship if you're not in one, and it allows you to see the areas that you need to kind of focus on, whether it's communication, whether it's trust, whatever it is, you get to explore that and practice that when you're in a relationship with someone. So let me dive deeper into the messages here and just see what this is all about. Okay. Okay, so we've got solitude and healing. I feel like there's learning to trust. You're still kind of looking back at the past. And maybe not in a way that's like longing for it, but maybe looking back at it like, wow, like this shit really happened. But see here, now they have a light, so they're able to look at it from a different perspective. There's a little bit of light that's glowing there. So it's like kind of reflecting on the past, learning what you can from it, and healing from it. Spirit, what messages do you have? What messages do you have around solitude? Yeah, see, someone came towards you with the Knight of Cups and then the Five of Swords. Someone came towards you, but they were not up and up. They came with a lot of drama. They were probably a verbally abusive person or just a manipulative person, toxic person. So again, like with the storm warning, there was a lot of chaos surrounding this relationship. It seems like this person was immature. They didn't really know how to communicate well. Even though this is the Five of Swords, I'm definitely getting a lot of Seven of Swords energy. It's like they came in and they caused all of this heartache and pain, and then they just took off. They was like, okay, I'm just going to walk away now. So I do see that there. So that's why you have entered into this place of solitude and healing and peace, and it feels very freeing. So that's a beautiful thing. So what is this attachment card all about? What is the attachment? And I'm dropping cards. 1 second. So we've got the Three of Pentacles, and then also Temperance and the Lover's card came back out. So what I feel with these two is that you are, again, finding alignment within yourself. Temperance is all about balancing out your emotions. And the Lover's card to me is not only is it like reopening up to love, but this is also you coming back into alignment and wholeness with yourself, which is what I mentioned earlier, where you were probably in a connection where you could not be yourself, or you had to hide aspects of yourself. So you're finding healing and peace after that, and really coming back home to yourself. The Three of Pentacles, what I'm getting from this is that you put in a lot of work on this relationship. There might have been other parties in the relationship as well, but you really were working hard at this relationship, and you feel like you took on all the burden. And it seems like maybe you were, oops. I forgot my alarm was on. And it seems like maybe your efforts were not matched or met. So it's very draining. And you began to think that, oh, if I work harder, then things will be better. Or, you know, like there was just a lot of work and effort that you put into this relationship, doing things that maybe you never thought that you would do. And now you're like, wow, like I gave so much of myself away. So now you're pulling those aspects of yourself back. Spirit, give me some information on blossoming abundance. What is this blossoming abundance that is coming in for the collective? So if you were in a past toxic relationship, one of the things that I've noticed this year in my personal life and just energies overall are things that are not in alignment are really like being stripped away, which is a beautiful thing, right? So if a relationship did not work out, or if there was some sort of change that happened that was maybe upsetting, you couldn't figure out why, I know that it was paving the way for you to let go of things that were draining you, things that were not fulfilling you or feeding you in some way, so that you can open up to this blossoming abundance. And so what I'm seeing here is like you have just option and opportunities ahead of you. So she's sitting on her car trying to figure out where to go. Remember I said like this is freeing, like there's a freeing energy. Now you have options. Now you get to choose the type of partnerships that you enter into. You get to choose the type of experiences that you want to have. And I feel like with this card, like you're being very mindful, and I would say even a little meticulous in what you want going forward. So as you're sitting here reflecting, you're looking back like, okay, what will I no longer tolerate? What are things that I can accept? What are my non-negotiables? You're getting very clear because you've learned so much from that past relationship that it's helping you to chart your course or plan moving forward. And then once you figure out where you're going to get carried there very quickly. It's very effortless. You will be guided and supported, and it's going to move very fast. I do feel that love is right on the other side for many of you. And whenever you are ready for that to come in, it will be there. And then here we also have the Six of Swords. So there's this energy of like moving on. You've gotten the clarity, you've gotten the wisdom. So no longer are you sitting here in solitude, still reflecting. You've taken all the knowledge that you needed and you've decided that you're ready to move forward. And so you're leaving behind all of the emotional turmoil and you're moving into beautiful, beautiful sunny days ahead. And I love like these cards are all light and bright and there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of movement in them. So mainly it's up to you. When you feel that you have figured out exactly what it is that you want, how you want to show up in relationships and all of those things. I want to say I had a video where I talked about this. Where was it? I don't know. I'll see if I can find it where I talk more about like being intentional about dating and things like that. And yesterday, I haven't published it yet, but I recorded a new episode for the Abundantly Ever After show where I talked about some rants in dating and why I do certain things. So that was a part one. There's going to be a second part. It was totally random, but there will be a second part where I share some more things or parameters I have because of things that I have experienced. So this is about you. Like as soon as you figure it out, like, okay, this is where I'm going. This is what I'm going to do. You are going to get carried there super fast. Like I don't even feel like that's you driving the motorcycle. I feel like the motorcycle is spirit carrying you quickly where you need to be. And this is also someone coming in towards you. They're moving towards the future. This person is coming into your life. So this is probably the love that I feel that sees you, that's watching you. And if it's not you, if you have not come out of a past relationship where you needed some time for healing, then the person, you might be the person waiting on this individual to move through their healing process and decide to open up their heart. And that's one of the things I know a lot of times when we talk about like relationships and healing, it is advised to pause from dating for a bit. Don't just jump to the next person so that you do have time to like reflect, to clear your energy, your mind, your spirit, all of those things before allowing another person into your sphere, into your circle. But what I'm feeling is that the healing has been done, but I feel that there's this collective energy of, oh, well, I have to be completely healed. And like I said before, that doesn't happen. You're gonna completely heal from the trauma, from the bad experiences that you've had in a relationship by being in relationship. That's like with dating, you know, you have bad dates. You can't just give, I mean, you can just give up on dating, but you know, you can heal from those things by allowing yourself to date again, right? So there's different aspects of that, but I feel like this person, like I said, they're almost ready to move out of solitude. They're just looking back, reflecting. I don't feel that they are still in it, but they are reflecting on the hurt that this person has caused. It was a lot with the storm warning and the attachment card. They were dating someone who they probably didn't even really know, and then the mask came off and they were finally able to see the truth of who this person is. So the message that I'm getting here for the spiritual love forecast is to gather the nuggets, the wisdom, the love lessons, as I like to call them, from your past relationships, and Allow them to be learning experiences. You no longer need to stay in that energy or being alone or feeling like you're going to be alone or that you have to be alone. Allow your heart to open and step into this beautiful, abundant energy that's waiting for you. If you have not been doing healing work, this is the time to really figure out, like, reconnect to who you are, what it is that's important to you, the things that you desire to experience, and make sure that you're not over giving in future relationships, whether it's an intimate partnership, whether it is a friendship. You want to make sure that you are loving and nurturing of yourself, and stay focused on what it is that you do desire to manifest in future relationships. So this week there's a bit of healing, a little bit of acknowledgement, really coming home to yourself, finding that balance within, while also like keeping your heart open for love. Just because that past relationship was toxic or did not work out, that does not mean that you are subscribed to be alone forever. These cards, I did not feel loneliness. This felt very much like I am choosing peace right now. I'm choosing to be in my own company, which is how you get back to the temperance, that balancing things out. Moving into relationships that are balanced, where you're not doing all the work, where it's a team effort. That's something that's very important to you. And you are going to find those reciprocal relationships when you're ready. So love is there. And when you are ready, you can invite it in multiple ways. So this was a very beautiful and healing reading. I hope that it has helped you bring some confirmation or closure, or just peace in knowing that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, and that love is real and available to you at all times. Thank you for tuning in. I shared that I've kind of come up with a schedule for videos for the channel. Fridays will be a spiritual love forecast, which is just going to be a collective love reading similar to what I did today. So stay tuned for that. You can check out the community or post tab and you'll find the schedule there. I'm also going to include it in the description box. So most days there will be a video, even if it's just something that I'm uploading from like a past recording. I have a ton of those that I'm still trying to like get all in one place, but I didn't want to keep sharing old videos without giving you something new as well. So sending you an abundance of love. Thank you for tuning in. You can also connect with me over on Instagram at The Spiritual Love Healer, and I will see you later for a little bit of Saturday tarot time with me. All right, bye.